Muammar Gaddafi, also known as Mohammed Abu Munir al-Gaddafi, was a renowned Libyan revolutionary and politician born on June 7, 1942, in Qasr Abu Hadi, Libya. He led Libya for 42 years, from 1969 to 2011, until his regime came to an end. However, the reasons behind his death are still debated to this day. Gaddafi was captured by the National Transitional Council forces in Libya and killed after several accusations. Many people have attached his death to several causes or reasons, but it is not clear what the actual reason was. In this video, we will explore the real reason why he was killed. Gaddafi was a great African revolutionary leader who strongly advocated for the liberation of Africa from neocolonialism. One of his ideas was to introduce an African gold-backed currency known as the gold dinar, which he believed all African and Muslim nations would adopt. If Gaddafi had succeeded in establishing such a monetary system in Africa, the United States of America, Asia, and Europe would have been forced to buy oil and minerals in the African gold-backed currency. This would have tipped sails and put an end to neocolonialism. However, Gaddafi's plans for Africa would have put an end to neocolonialism and threatened the Western powers' control over African countries. Therefore, his idea was greatly opposed by Western powers because it would have devalued their currencies and negatively affected their economies. According to an International Monetary Fund report, Libya's central bank in 2011 possessed an estimated amount of 144 tons of gold in its vaults. Mohammed Gaddafi's plan was to introduce a gold-backed currency that all African and Muslim nations would adopt. The West was scared and skeptical about the instability the gold dinar would cause to its economy. The decision to sell oil in the euro was a blow to the United States, worsened by the proclamation that the dollar was the currency of the enemy. Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy also had an interest in Libya and learned about the gold and silver that the country had. He attacked Libya to gain a share in Libyan oil production and to address Gaddafi's plans of freeing the so-called Francophone Africa from French control. Hillary Clinton, the then United States Secretary of State, sought to prevent the creation of such a currency in Africa. This hard currency would have allowed Africa to shake off the last heavy chains of colonial exploitation in the continent. Gaddafi was captured by the National Transitional Council forces in Libya. Rebel troops opened fire on a pipeline hideout where Gaddafi was seeking refuge, injuring him. Later, he was killed, and videos of his death were circulated on television and the internet. The death of Gaddafi signified the end of an African dream. Mohammed Gaddafi wanted to avoid American influence in his oil transactions by using the golden dinar. He launched a project for this currency, and other African nations were ready to give him massive support.